Welcome back to the Mothership Motorsports Garage. I was looking over Emma, doing a little bit more in-depth investigation of some things, and I found something a little disturbing. So let me show you what we found. I was looking here at some of the routing of the wires and such, and I looked under here, and that's what we saw. That is the bottom frame rail. See, comes straight off there. The bottom frame rail is split. So I do have a spare bike. I have a 1979 XS1100 that I'll probably swap out for in this build. I just don't feel good about trying to build a good bike around a frame that has a split in it. I possibly could weld it up. I do have a welder and such. But at this time, since I have that spare bike, it's a 1979. I will take the motor out of this one and put it in that one, and we'll continue the build that way. All right, we're going to continue to call this build the Emma build, but this will be kind of like Emma 2 here. I did do a little bit more investigation on this frame. I didn't see any major issues, but we will be taking the motor out of Emma 1 over here and transplanting it into Emma 2 over here. As you can see, this one hasn't been cut for the hoop, so I'll have to do some measuring and figuring out what I'm going to do there. Make that cut. Basically, it's the same style of bike and everything. I will probably be swapping parts between the two to end up with one good bike. Like the handlebars, I don't care for these handlebars. I'm going to go back to the handlebars I had over here. And again, like I said, the motor's going to be different. Some of the shocks and stuff like that, we'll decide which one's better between the two bikes and decide which one we're going to do. But so this is the new Emma. We'll probably go through and I'm going to try and do the brakes, the front brakes, caliper. I'm going to do rebuilds on the calipers and paint them up, get them all cleaned up and stuff, get that ready. We'll probably do an inspection of the brake rotors as well and decide which of the two, I guess actually which of the three brake rotors will be best on this bike. I did want to show you guys also this. This is how I'm keeping track of my my expenses. I'll be showing this periodically throughout the build. It's just a simple Excel spreadsheet. As you can see here, it has the pertinent information of which bike it is, what I bought it for, when I bought it, the odometer, if it has a title and stuff. And then I'll be adding parts that I buy for these here and where I bought them. So all three of these things that I have purchased already, I bought on eBay, and then I can, if I ever have issue, I can always go back. And then up here is a running total of what the bikes cost so far. As you can see, the purchase price was $200. Adding up these three parts that I've got, which is brass carb tees, the seat hoop, and the brake caliper kits, we're at $262.40. I'm going to try and keep this build at or under $1,500. I'm going to do as much work as I can to keep it under that budget, but we'll see. You know, you never know what's going to happen. But I figure between the two bikes, I should be able to piece together a really decent bike and put it up for sale after it's done. We're going to work on the brake calipers today. I pulled these off Emma 2. We're going to go through them. I have some kits to put in them, clean them all up if need be, and just take a look. The only thing I don't have for them right now is new shoes, or pads, I guess, on this style. New pads. So we'll have to, that'll be another time, but until then, let's get tearing these apart. because brake cleaner can be very caustic to hands, paint, just about anything. So best to keep your hands covered so that they're a bit protected. Alright, there we go. Alright, first we're going to just remove the banjo bolt from this one. Both of these are the front brakes. On this bike it has a dual front disc, so both of these calipers are from that brake, the front, sorry. Alright, grab a bucket here, just so that we can kind of keep everything handy. So this is the, I don't even know what you want to call it. Basically it's a splitter. You get, this comes down from the master cylinder, and from here it splits into the two left and right calipers for the brake fluid. So alright, we got one off. Okay, there's a little copper crush ring right here. Gonna make sure we don't lose that. Put that back on the banjo bolt. So there's that one. Let me grab this off real quick, and we'll get rid of these hoses. There we go. And I'll probably just clean those from the splitter. Just clean that up real good. Check out the hoses. Whoops. Of course. Drop the important parts, right? Always seems to happen. So on this, I'll just tear this apart in a little bit. I'm just going to work on the caliper today, but this is the splitter. I'll just clean it all out, make sure everything's good, clean out the lines, run some solvent through them, make sure like that works good. I'll probably take these brackets off and clean them up and paint them just so they look a little bit better than they do. That's a little bit later. So for now, I'm going to grab a paper towel here. Keep the bench a little bit clean. Alright, so on these 1100s, let me make sure I got everything off that I need to. We got the bleeder valve, and then this is actually, these are the pads here. They actually look pretty good. And the way this, oh man, of course I'm leaking all over. Let me see if I can drain this a little bit on this. Thought it was already emptied, but never seems to be. This is a two-piece, the caliper, and then this is the bracket tree. So we'll take this off right here. Nice and tight. So we're gonna have to get out. Law of physics there, get a little bit more leverage. bolt there. And then it just slides apart. Oh, we got all kinds of goodness in there. Look at there. We got all kinds of animals. This piston looks pretty bad, so we'll when we pull the piston out, we'll double check and make sure that it doesn't have any pitting and stuff like that. I'm going to grab a rag. Dirty rag here so that sop up some of that brake fluid that keeps leaking out. Alright, put that in a bucket, clean out the spider home here. Get rid of all that. Wipe off this so that I can get it. So now, the easiest way to get the pistons out, there's two easy ways to get the pistons out. Hopefully one of them works. If not, we'll have to use the other. We'll see. One of the best way that I've found is to use compressed air. You put a rag in here, because this will come out pretty fast, even if you don't put a lot of pressure on it. And then you put pressure where the inlet is for the brake fluid, and keep your fingers out of the way, because like I said, it will smash them pretty good. I've done that a couple of times. So let me grab some compressed air here. I said there's two ways. Hopefully this one works. The other way is to actually hook up a pump back to the hydraulic side of this, but we'll give this a go first. So, grab a way to. Alright, so there it goes. See, you can see that air just pushed that out, pushed that piston out, which is a good sign for us. It means the piston's not stuck in there. And this, you can peel back this this boot and see if I can get the rest of it here. There we go. Like I said, you gotta be really careful, because that actually does come out pretty fast. And you want to check this. We'll clean it up and then give it a good check. Put this air over here so it's out of the way. Man, look at all that nasty stuff in that groove. But that's actually not that important. It is important, but it's not nearly as important as this. This needs to be free of pits, which it looks pretty good actually. Because when the seal sits, actually the seal sits over here like this. So it slides like this. And this is where you're worried about leakage. The fluid comes in from this end and pushes this piston and closes that, pushes the pads onto the thing. So if this is basically where the seal rides, and if there's pitting, there's a little pit there. We'll see how that works out. If there's, oh man, I'm not even on the camera. If there's pitting in this, then could cause you to leak some brake fluid. So, all right, so we'll get that washed up here in a minute. And then the kit that we have, there's a little snap ring. Let's see if I can show you here. Let's see if right. I need a pointer. Hold on. Let me get a pointer. Oops. My light went off here. Put your back in. Alright. Oh, man, I'm just all kind of clumsy today. so looking at this, right here, there we go. Okay, right here is a metal ring. Okay, I'm going to pry it up here. That holds that seal in. There you go, pulled that out. And that should come in the new kit, which it does. Here's the new kit. It's a K&L 321250. Let me open this up and show you what comes in the kit. Rebuilding these really isn't that difficult. You just got to watch out for a few things, like the pitting on that piston. That can be a game changer right there. So the kit comes with a bleeder screw cover, a new one of those. It comes with a new snap ring. It comes with an inner and an outer seal. So I'll show you both of them here in a second. Alright, so this one you can actually pull off the outer seal. This is the new one here. This is the old one. So we'll put the old one over here. And then the inner is right, let's see if I can tip this to the camera, just right here. Okay. So if you get a pick, be careful not to scratch this surface in here, because that's exactly the same, that's the surface that piston rides on. And if you scratch it up, you can possibly have leaks. So when you do this, just be real careful about getting out that other seal. It's nice to have a little tool like this. You just kind of put it underneath and out it comes. This seal actually doesn't look too bad. I've seen a lot worse. I mean, sometimes these pull out and they're just complete garbage. But I figured I would do this anyway because I was going to build from the get-go. Okay, so this is the inspection port for the brake pads. Trying to see. Can't remember if these actually pop out or not. Actually, I think they do. I just want to pop it out so that I can clean underneath it when I paint. So it's got a little snap. As you can see, it just snaps in. When I say inspection, it's just a quick way. While it's on the bike, you can just open this up. Oh man, there you go. And you can see the thickness of your brake pads. So it's a quick and easy way to check brake pads without having to pull everything off the bike. So put that in there. And then as you can see, let's see, we're going to look in here. Let me get my pointer again. So this area here actually looks really good. Really, I've seen some that are just really rusty and pitted bad. So I think we've dodged a bullet there. The other thing you can pull out, I'm going to pull out because I think I'm going to pull it out, maybe, is the, maybe not. I think I might just leave that in. Usually these can come out. This is just where it bolts onto the forks. So, all right, so this one's ready to be all cleaned up. Actually, the paint doesn't look too bad on it, but I want to clean it up. Let me pull the bleeder valve. So I want to make sure that I get some solvent in there to make sure that that's nice and clean in there. Man. They are really tight. There we go. Alright. Yeah, the bleeder valve was tight. Usually they're not that tight because you have to open them to bleed the brakes. So, alright, I'm going to take this over to the solvent tank, and we'll give her a good clean, and we'll see if we can put her back together. I may try and get this out. If I remember, you could just use a pair of channel locks and get hook on this side, and it'll push out. But you know what? I might not, just because there's no reason to. I don't want to mess up that rubber piece. That piece does not come in the kit. Again, it's a 4-piece kit. It's a very basic kit. You got the 2 seals, inner and outer, the snap ring that holds them in, and the cover for the bleeder valve. So, all right, I'm going to put this one away, and we'll tear apart the other one. Oh, actually, before we do that, we'll tear apart the pad holder. Actually, these brakes are in pretty good shape. I'll probably reuse those. These just slide out, pop out. Just one at a time is usually the easier way to do it. Yeah, as you can see, they have a lot of good wear, but they've also got some really good stripes in them. So some gouges. So I will replace them. These are cheap. I think you can buy 2 sets for 10 bucks or something. I will order those and get those coming on the way. So again, there's the other pad on the other side. So let's see. I can't remember if this retainer comes off. I think it does. But I think this just snaps on. But let's see. Maybe I'll get it off here just to make sure get it all torn apart. So that just pops off. That piece just slides off of there. I just took it off so I can get it all cleaned up real well. Put that in the clean pile to be cleaned. We'll do the same on this side. Just slide up underneath. Let's see if I can tip it the right way. Slide up underneath and then just pry up a little bit. I'm using a little pick, but you could use a flat screwdriver as well. You don't want to bend it. You just want to, you know, it should give away pretty easily, and that's just to hold that piece on. And then this is the bracket that hooks bolts the caliper to the forks. It has a big R on it, so this is obviously the right side. So that'll be nice to keep in track. All right, so I'm going to do this. It's exactly the same, but I'm going to do it again. Just to see if there's any reason that I need to film this side versus that side. Again, the bleeder, no problem with the bleeder on that one. And I do have 2 kits, one for each caliper. And actually, I believe on these XS1100s, the back caliper actually takes the same kit. So, but I only have 2. I only ended up buying 2 at once at the first time. So if I need, I'll buy another kit in a short time when I get ready to do the back brakes. All right, there's both the mounts, caliper to bracket. There we go. Gosh, I'm having a hard time figuring out how to get that one to work. Okay. As you can see, there is no pad on this one. Oops, let me go straight down here. That has busted off, so that's definitely a bad thing. This has another retainer that I didn't see on the other one. This screw, does this have a screw hole? It does, huh? Okay. So this has an extra retainer in here with this screw that one didn't have. So I may have to find a look on one of my other calipers and see if that screw's just missing or if it's only on one side. But we will. Oh boy, one of those kind. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to move this over to the vise. There we go. Got that broken loose now. I just had to put it in the vise because I couldn't hold it here. It was flopping all over the place. So, get this out. Okay. Now, that little screw there holds the. It's a little strange. It's got threads here, and then it tapers down to nothing there. So, and it holds this little bracket in, which just pops out like that. Man, that thing's all nasty too. I'll have to take that and clean it up. And we were just, see, all that was just protecting that little spider home here. Oops, wrong way. So, alright. Got Mr. Spider's house taken care of. We got his little trap door here that he could have been using, but let's snap that out again, just like the other one. Go. There, again, the little trap door to the inspection port for your pads. Put that in there. I think we got everything there. Now it's just time to get the piston out. Grab my air again. Put this in here because it does come out pretty fast. Said. I've tried all kinds of ways to get it to come out slower, you know, less heat or less pressure, but it just comes out pretty fast. So let's see if I can. This one is just not going to come out that way yet. I do need to get a bit better seal. Pull that away here. Yep, that one doesn't want to come out. Luckily, at this point, we can we'll get that seal off again with that. Got the retaining ring. Just look for the split in it. It's right there. Pop that off. Pop this off. And as you can see in here, there's all kinds of rust and all kinds of stuff. It looks like it was probably leaking before. Somebody has put some silicone sealer here, so I'm trying to keep that seal working. Alright, so now that we got, you can see that, give that a go again with the air. It might end up that we have to do the other way. Let's see right here. trying to move. I don't know if you can see. Right here, the piston is just barely moving. So, I'm just gonna, can't talk that thing into coming out, right? Give it a little more. I need to get a better seal. I can see if I have some O-ring that'll fit. Okay, I think I've got a little bit better pressure now. So we're here. It's coming. There we go. Okay. That was sticky, but it ended up coming out. So now we gotta push it in a little bit. Gotta get that. Alright, so again, as you can see on this one, there's some striping. We'll see if I'll clean it up and see if we need to buy a new piston, but it doesn't look like it. It just looks, it's got a pit here and there, just like the other one. It just had a lot of crap in here that was making it sticky to come out. So, all right, we'll get that other. See if I can tip this to the camera correctly. Get this in here. You just get under there and lift it out. And we'll have to clean all this up again, like I did talk about on the last one, and go from there. So put that in there. All we got left is on this bracket is to take off these little clips that are right here. And you don't want to pry too hard on this. But with a little screwdriver, a little flat screwdriver, all you do is lift it up and it just slides off of these pads. You shouldn't have to, you know, put a lot of torque on them, typically. Sometimes they get stuck, but not too bad. Because they're not, they just have, you know, road grime and stuff on it, not, nothing too crazy. Go, pop that off, and then that's where we're at. We'll get these all cleaned. I'll throw away the bad parts so that I don't accidentally use them again. I've done that before where they were in pretty decent shape and I thought they were the new ones, but they were actually the old ones. So, get rid of those. Alright, I do have, like I said, 2 of these kits, so when we get ready to put them back together, I'll show you guys that. Until then, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will talk to you in the next video. See ya!